Thank you everyone for coming today. While working with a physical therapy group in Denver, Colorado, they presented a unique problem. Their patients were leaving the office with their scripts and losing them, with no way to retrieve or find them without having to come back to the office and get a new script. This led to patient neglect on their exercises, which led to patients having major setbacks in their recovery. We created Phyt-RX. Phyt-RX is a two-way secure conduit of communication between the patient and their physical therapist. Their physical therapist will be able to find real, up-to-the-minute data about pain, about their recovery, about all of the information within their within what they have, and then ultimately putting all of the information back onto the patient so that they can continue to get better.
For our team, the biggest obstacle was creating an application that both patients and doctors physical therapy would be able to use for their respective needs. To achieve this, we implemented a user role authentication that was tied into our login and registration coding. And with that, that allows the user to log in as either a patient or a doctor and then have a unique and dynamic experience based on that. There's a contact form where the physical therapist would be able to put their information, and the patient has the option to log out at any time during the process as well.
Here you can see a therapist is logging in using his unique username and password. We also have a Remember Me, just in case they already have an account. It's easier. Once a physical therapist is logged in, they have the ability to add patients, load patients, or add an exercise. To create a patient, a therapist chooses an already registered patient and assigns them to their medical records as shown here.
Once a patient has been added, the fun then can begin. After selecting the patient from a drop-down typed to a database, the patient's details will show up and allowing the physical therapist to view the patient's logs, view the prescriptions, or create a new prescription. To create a new prescription from a series of drop-downs, the physical therapist will choose the prescription's name, the exercise ID, their own ID, and if necessary, attach it to a log ID. The physical therapist is then able to view the entire patient's prescriptions where exercises can be edited, deleted, or if necessary, they can review the exercise again. As Nick stated previously, you can see the prescriptions created by the physical therapist are tied to the patient via their user ID.
The next page is the major interface for patients. This is where they can view information about the exercise prescribed to them by their TPT and where they can create a log each time they perform the exercise. The page design was driven by considerations for user experience and user interface. The important information is primarily on the screen. It's easy to read, there's no scrolling involved. The site styling here is a little different than the other pages. We want to differentiate between the patient views and the DPT views. You can see part of it, the yellow header, stands out. Now moving into this, the exercise details or prescription details are shown at the top. Exercise instructions are provided, and an illustrative GIF is provided, and a link to a video modal. Once the patient has conducted the exercise, they click on the log button. The click event swaps data between the instruction information and data input forms. We created sliders using Bootstrap to input some of that data. And then the radio buttons that were clicked, there's a selection statement behind that. So if they did not complete the exercise fully, additional information were shown. They answer these questions with these drop-down menus. Once the patient submits this, a log entry is indexed, and then they can view that index, and more importantly, the DPT can also view that on the other side using the user rules that Nick talked about.
Okay, so both patients and the DPTs, as been noted, can go in here and look at the patient logs. On the patient logs, it displays the information in a simple table so that at a glance, the physician, the physical therapist, can look and see trends as they occur over time. They can see pain levels, level of difficulty, any comments that the patient has. Did they complete it or did they not, and what full or partial steps that they did. They can also click on the details and read into the details that the patient may have for that particular event. What this all does for us is the log view, the ability to easily enter information, the having the text instructions, the pictures and the video. It all leads to a conduit of communication between the patient and the doctor, or in this case, a physical therapist. I keep saying doctor. So what this helps is it gives an accountability and a positive impact upon the patient outcomes, so that the patient and the doctor can get healthy faster, or the patient can get healthier faster. Building the app took all the skills that we learned in class, plus building some new skills. It's using a database first MVC, .NET framework, along with jQuery and other technologies. Our app provides ease of use, portability, direct communication. This is Phyt-RX, and it is the making physical therapy better.
Great.